Hi, it's me, Blake, here for another episode of Around the Block with Blake. Today I'm meeting a very special guest, and let me see if I can find her. Oh my God, I have found her. Rachel Hocevar.
Hi, Blake.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Good.
Rachel, who are you
Hello.
for Compass?
I am the president of the Southwest region here at Compass, which includes the great states of Texas and Colorado.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
So, how long have you been with Compass?
I've been with Compass a little over 2 years now, which also marks 2 years of me in real estate.
So you're new to real estate, more or less, 2 years in.
That's right.
That leads me to a funny question for you.
Yes.
What business did you come from?
I started my early career in consulting in Dallas and then moved to Austin about 15 years ago with a dream of working in tech. And I've done that. So I've been an executive at a few different tech companies over the past 15 years. And my job has always been focused on helping customers get value out of technology. We have all this great technology thrown at us, but it doesn't help if we don't know how to use it.
Right.
So that's what my career has been focused on.
Okay. And what do you feel about realtors? Now you're working with realtors. And I know you've bought homes over the years, so you've worked with realtors, but you've never, quote unquote, worked with realtors. What do you think about realtors?
They are, my observation, the most hardworking small business owners I think I've ever met.
That's true.
I think a lot of times there's a lot of misconceptions about realtors and what they do and how they operate. But they are small business owners that are actually not that small business owners that sell an incredible amount of business that if they were in any other like consumer goods, we would consider them really large businesses. So it's been incredible to get to know these business owners.
I know from my job as a sales manager, we sometimes make a horrible mistake of saying, oh, so-and-so only makes $200,000 a year. So-and-so only makes $500,000 a year. These are business owners making a good living and being entrepreneurs, which is amazing. A
great living. And it is not just luck. It takes an incredible amount of hard work, perseverance, sorting through problems. Like you wouldn't believe the stories we hear on a regular basis, but just incredibly impressive owners, and that we get the privilege of helping them grow their business and helping them leverage technology to save time and sell more homes has been really a great honor.
I love hearing. So if I were interviewing with you today to join Compass as an agent, what would be the 3 top things you might tell me on why I should join Compass?
Yeah. Number 1, you want to be with the best.
It's a test.
Yeah. Number 1, iron sharpens iron. And I think Compass has built an incredible network across the U.S. of the best of the best. And so number 1, I'd want to be with the best of the best. Number 2, technology is here to stay. Gone are the days of managing your business through iPhone contacts or scraps of paper. Yep, you could do that and be really, really lucky. But if you really want to run a business, you need a great technology platform to go do that. And number 3 would be culture. We have just amazing teams. I get the privilege of getting to visit a lot of offices. And the one consistency is that people love Compass. They love working with each other. They love the collaboration.
Right. Agree with that.
Yeah.
So as a former agent and now as an employee, yes to everything you said. I agree with you. So you mentioned that you've been in Austin for 15 years. Where did you move from?
That's right. So I'm originally from New Orleans. My family followed the oil business. So we lived in Houston and then moved to Dallas. I went to school in DC and then came back to Dallas for a few years and started my career. And then met my now husband, whose family had a ranch outside of Austin. And we just fell in love. We loved it. Loved the outdoors. The culture of Austin feels a lot like New Orleans. The music scene, the food scene feels really great.
Right.
So we love it.
Speaking of Austin, what do you love about Austin? Where do you go? Favorite restaurant? Favorite place to go listen to music?
Yes. So I have 2 kiddos that are 10 and 7 and take up a majority of my time. So most things involve outdoor situations with my kids. So we spend a lot of time on Lake Austin. We love boating on Lake Austin, and so frequent ski shores. We're so happy that it's back open, but that's one of our favorite weekend restaurants. And then
they have pickleball, right? Also,
they do have a pickleball court.
Do you play pickleball?
I have not played pickleball. I'm sort of a tennis purist, but I think I'm going to have to get into this pickleball thing.
It is. I have not either. It's very popular.
Yes, I'm going to have to get into it at some point. But we spend most, like if I talk through this weekend, we've got a soccer tournament for one kid, a birthday party for another kid. We're going to an FC game on Saturday. So we just love everything that the city has to offer, and also love how the city's grown. I think a lot of people who've been in Austin for a long time kind of moan about the growth of the city, but I love it. I think it's amazing. I think
we're still a small city, no matter how you cut it. We're still small.
Totally, but I think, you know, having a professional sports team now with Austin FC, but still having the natural beauty of Austin that we all fall in love with and love is really special.
Do you have a favorite restaurant that you and your husband go for date night?
Do. We love Uchiko.
Uchiko is fantastic. Yes,
it's so good. It's so good. Every time I've been there, we've had an amazing experience, and so that definitely is the top of my list. We also really enjoyed Juliet. Both locations.
We love the same restaurants.
Oh, good. And
the pancakes at Juliet.
Oh, I have not had the pancakes.
Oh my God, they're delicious.
Maybe need to try that. And then our favorite, we live in River Place, so northwest Austin, and one of our favorite spots is a place called Ounce. It's a pour your own beer by the Ounce restaurant that has a giant playground. So it has all of our favorite things, some great drinks, delicious food, and a place game. So.
What's your favorite beer? Is there a kind of beer you love?
I am not a beer person.
Wine?
I'm a wine drinker, but my husband definitely is the beer guy in our family.
Very nice. And shifting a little bit back into real estate.
Yeah.
What do you love about Austin real estate? Is there a favorite neighborhood you love? Favorite?
I think, well, of course, I love my neighborhood. I love the Four Points area. I love River Place. It's this great combination of beautiful scenery, the mountains, as I affectionately call them, but like great canyon views.
They really are mountains. As far as Texas goes, we have mountains.
That was the running joke I had with my grandmother for the longest time. It's like always lose my signal talking to her. She's like, oh, she must be in the mountains. But yes, has beautiful views. Great family-friendly area. We're 20 minutes from downtown, but feels like ages away outside of downtown. So that's one of my favorite areas. And Austin real estate is fascinating to watch, right? Like most major metropolitan areas have sort of suburbs that are very defined, right? If you go to Dallas, there's Frisco and Plano and Bishop Arts, like very clear neighborhoods. Austin really hasn't hit that yet. That's starting to happen, right? Leander is starting to have their own personality. Yes. Round Rock. But our agents generally serve the entire metroplex of Austin. So that's been really fascinating to watch.
We're sort of, for the country, we're sort of unique in that we have one main office for Austin.
That's right.
For a big population.
Yeah.
But it's really, we have this culture of really just one office.
That's right. We have an amazing office here in Rollingwood that we love. That's close to downtown. And the market has just been absolutely fascinating to watch. I think I clearly remember July 4th weekend was the weekend I felt it all change here.
Describe that change.
Yeah, the sort of jolt of, wow, interest rates are really at a point where people are rethinking what their purchasing power looks like and rethinking if moving is the right move. And so we saw sort of immediately days on market, things were selling, flying off the shelves before they even hit the market here. And we have such a high volume of off-market listings.
Right.
And off-market sales here in Austin specifically. But then after a bit of a lull, it was sort of Thanksgiving where I tried to go to open houses on the weekends and visit our amazing agents. And it was dead for the longest time. And then right around Thanksgiving, it popped right back up. I went to an open house, there were like 15 people, 15 families that came in the 20 minutes that I was there. So I think that's when we started to see things perk back up again. And what we're seeing here in the market is like pricing is staying fairly consistent, right? There wasn't a big dip in home prices. Days on market, there are some things that I see fly off the shelves and some things that may be priced incorrectly that sit for a little bit longer, but it's been great to watch. And our agents have done so great managing their way through this.
I was going to say, we have some openings in sales management. Sales manager, you'd be great at it.
Great.
You have the info down.
Aw, thanks.
If someone were looking to join Compass today, you've already kind of talked about the three main reasons why Compass. But again, back to that interview. You're trying to convince somebody that Compass is here to stay. What's your kind of long-term pitch about real estate? And again, don't share anything you can't share, but what is that about Compass for the future? Compass and real estate for the future from your perspective as a business executive?
Yeah, sure. Well, number one, Compass is the largest brokerage in the United States by volume. Like we're here to stay, not going anywhere. Number two, I think that my general take and observation on technology for the past couple of years that I share with agents is that during the pandemic, we made giant leaps in convenience technology, right? If you think about groceries, right? I haven't been inside of a grocery store in a very, very long time, right? I consistently do my order on Friday night and pick it up on Sunday. That didn't exist pre-pandemic, right? And so
that's one of my fantasies. I can't get my wife to do that, but I love the concept of don't go to the grocery store. You're right.
Yeah, no, we don't. But, you know, I think we all assume that technology evolved during that time everywhere, right? Whether it was DoorDash or how we order our groceries or Uber, like all these things sort of advanced fairly quickly. And I think agents made the assumption that every brokerage was building the same sort of technology that Compass has over the past few years. The reality is they haven't. And if I were placing my bets as a real estate agent on what I needed to do to better serve my clients who are expecting a great seamless experience powered by technology, or what I expected in my life to save time and money and make sure my brain was working on time, I would want to be with a brokerage that is invested in that technology. And that's really where Compass has spent an inordinate amount of energy. It really
and money,
right? It blows my mind every time I sort of dig into another piece of our platform and then talk to an agent who doesn't use that type of thing, or someone sends me a property from the MLS and like a super clunky email or printout versus a beautiful collection. It really is a dramatic difference in the experience. And so that's what I would encourage people to spend some time with, right? Understand what does their process look like today? What are the tools they have today? Take a peek at what Compass can offer. And would that save them more time? And
the answer is yes, 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 yes. And what I find kind of amazing is the idea that Compass did invest a tremendous amount of money, time, brain power, brain trust into developing something amazing that financially can't be done by anybody else.
It's true.
I don't think there's any other brokerage that can come to market with what we have today.
Yeah. And
that alone differentiates Compass from the masses.
That is true. And it's an amazing place to be. It's great. An incredible brand. Best-in-class agents, all of those things make it. I consider myself very blessed to have picked this as the next stop in my career journey.
And I love working with you. That's the kiss up to the boss.
You don't need to do that.
So in kind of closing, this is a relatively short walk we do.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to say about you that hasn't been mentioned that you want people to know? Any secrets, any secret sauce about you? A weird question.
Sauce. I think that the job title can be kind of silly sometimes. And at the end of the day, my role here at Compass is to ensure our employees have what they need to be successful in their roles, and that our agents have everything they need to be successful in theirs. And so that's my job, is to listen to the problems and figure out ways to solve them. My mantra is the only problems I don't like are the ones that I don't know about. And so that's really, if I could change my title to head problem solver, that would be ideal.
Chief Listener is also a good title.
I like it. I'll take it.
Chief Listener. And I will say that agents know that you're approachable, and you are approachable, and they know that you are someone they can come to with their problems and help solve them.
Awesome.
I can't thank you enough for spending a few moments with me.
Bye, guys.
And I appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Bye.